TJ here, going to talk about Black Diamond's new Beaners and Draws for 2020. Now all these Beaners were updated in spring 2020. It's been a long overdue, and there's a lot of excitement around this because we haven't updated our Beaners and Draws, and Black Diamond is kind of known for climbing Beaners and Draws. So there are a couple differences or changes. Nearly all of our Beaners in the line now are HotForge. So what is HotForge in layman's terms? So basically what it is, it's a way for us to manufacture hardware where we can remove weight where we don't want it, where it's not essential, and add, materials, and add materials where we do want them for a better draw. So as you can see in a positron or positwire and this HotForge hybrid, if you take a look at them closer, this older version of the positwire has more material here in the spine. The way the draw or the beaner sits in the dog bone is a little not quite as horizontal, and there's less rope bearing surface. Whereas with the new HotForge hybrid or the new HotForge beaners, we can remove some material here. We can enlarge that rope bearing surface, and we can make this beaner sit in this dog bone a lot more just horizontal, so it's not going to get all wonky on you. So fancier geometry. We can remove materials and add them where we want a little bit more efficiently while maintaining that strength and removing the weight. So lighter beaners, just as strong, cooler geometry. That's what HotForge basically means. We do have one new beaner in the mix, and this is called the MiniWire. So the MiniWire is the lightest beaner we make. It's at $5.95 retail. Now it's a very specific beaner. I wouldn't recommend making draws or runners or extended draws with these because they are pretty small. And if any of you have tried to clip really small draws, they're extremely tough. The A, put in your harness, and B, clip. So again, in the Alpine world, multi-pitch world, where weight is of a premium, and you're trying to decrease that weight, these of course will be amazing. And if you're doing that, you probably know all about these already. So yeah, the MiniWire. Then we make an Alpine version. So the cool thing about this is it comes with two MiniWires, again, without the hoods, the wire gates, super light beaner. Comes with a 60 centimeter or shorter length tubular webbing. So this webbing is not sold separately. You can only get it with this draw. And again, this is an extendable version of this draw, so if you're track climbing and you don't want to zigzag that rope all over your route, it's a good way to already have that versus buying the slings and the beaners separately. And this is the LightWire Alpine. The MiniWire Alpine. Then we have the LightWire. So the LightWire is formerly the Neutrino, which was our best-selling draw, best-selling beaner. It formerly was our lightest beaner. So same geometry we talked about already. And the new version of that draw is the LightWire. So Neutrino is now the LightWire. That does come with the 12 mil dog bone, so it's definitely on the lighter version. So again, this would be good for multi-pitch excursions, Alpine excursions to minimize weight. If you're track climbing, you want to minimize weight, but it can also be used as just a workhorse draw for cragging, sport climbing and whatnot. So a really good all-around versatile draw that minimizes weight, and just a great double wire gate. Next up is the HotWire. So the HotWire has been in our line for quite some time. It hasn't changed much other than the geometry, like I talked about, the rope bearing surface and the spine and whatnot. The HotWire draw does come with that 18 mil dog bone, so it's more of a workhorse dog bone if you need to grab on to clip, if you're scared, whatnot. It's gonna get abused a lot more efficiently than something like that LightWire. So it has the double wire gate, a little bit bigger, of course conserving weight because it's not a keylock there. Next up, you have the HotForge. So the HotForge used to be the positron. Again, this has the 18 mil dog bone. On the clipping or the bolt clip, it has that straight gate, and on the bottom it has the bent gate. Again, it is our heaviest draw, so it may not be the best if you're looking to minimize weight, but for cragging and building your first quick draw set, there probably isn't a better one. HotForge hybrid. So this used to be the positwire. So this is my draw of choice. This actually is the positwire, and this is the new HotForge hybrid. And I use those to show you the differences in the geometry of the draws. But these essentially have that straight gate key lock at the top, and then the wire gate on the bottom. So if you are climbing steep routes, there are a plethora of those here in the south, when you're cleaning that route and you're taking the draws down, you may notice it is pretty tough if there is a notch, if you're using a double wire gate and you're trying to get that draw off and you're hanging for dear life and you're tight and it's just ropes going everywhere. So these key locks don't have that notch, and you'll see if you try to clean something with a key lock versus a wire gate with that notch, it's much easier. So the HotForge hybrid. So that kind of rounds out our new beaners and draws in a nutshell. We of course have updated all of our lockers. We have a new LightForge screw gate, which is the lightest screw gate we have ever made. And again, most of these are HotForge. You know, lockers can be used for a variety of reasons. There's so many different lockers out there. There are going to be different ones if you're belaying, different ones if you're setting up different PASs, and so forth. So let us know if you have any questions on those. But that is the new beaner collection and draw collection for Black Diamond 2020. And again, if you want to purchase some of these, we definitely encourage you to support your local gym, your local retailer. Go in there, ask them if they got them, ask them questions, support local. Let's keep our dollars in our communities that we live in. Thanks.